Welcome back to the Printosaurus. Today we're going to cover some Atomic Filament. Atomic Filament was nice enough to send over some of their PLA and PLA silk options as well as a translucent option. So we're going to go ahead and get started with testing those. So follow along, we're going to jump right into it. Atomic Filament has been around since about 2015. They have quite a few years now in the 3D printing world. Their filament is an industry leader in quality. They have carbon fiber, they have PETG, PLA, PLA silk, they have translucent options, ASA, and ABS. Today we're going to be testing the PLA and PLA silk options. We have Flamingo Sunset, Amethyst Violet, Silky Sea Green, and Too Good to Be Blue. Atomic Filament's website is laid out pretty well. It's easy to navigate. You can find all their filament types as well as some of the other offerings that they have. Their customer service is very fast in response time. They're knowledgeable. They were very eager to help. They had answers to all the questions that I asked. The printers that I'm going to be utilizing, we're going to use the A1 Mini, we're going to use the X1 Carbons, and I'm also going to use my Voron 2.4 for these tests. If you're utilizing a Bambu printer and you're using the X1 Carbon, P1P, P1PS, line of printers, and you're going to use a standard AMS, the Atomic Filament rolls will not fit that. So you're going to have to use a mod. You're going to have to use a Python, which is the newest Hume Beam mod that's out, or one of his older designs, the Hydra or Hydra Pro. I tested it in a Hydra Pro, and I am testing the filament in a Python. There's a video for that coming up very soon, and excellent results. You can also use the external spools. There's no issue with using the external mount. Prints nice. And I've also tested it on the A1 Mini with the AMS light, and I haven't had any issues. You don't need an adapter for the hub or anything like that. It fits on nicely. The width is fine. It doesn't affect anything there. So if you're going to use Atomic Filament and you're a Bambu fan, it won't work in the standard AMS. Have to use a Hydra, Hydra Pro, or Python mod, or the external mount for your spool. On the A1 Mini, you're good to go with the AMS light on the A1 as well. No issues with that. So with today's video, I've been using a couple of different printers. I know I've been using the Bambu printers a lot, but I'm kind of looking forward to utilizing my Voron 2.4 a little bit more. That printer is always just kind of running in the background, and I never really talk about it or share anything. It's just a great printer that works really well. So on my Voron, we loaded up the Too Good to Be Blue. I changed the bed temperature to 60 degrees Celsius. Nozzle temperature, I settled at 218 degrees Celsius. I'm using a V6 style hot end, and I printed one of these Gridfinity boxes as my first test. No issues whatsoever. I did initially start with about 220 degrees and had some stringing, so that's how I settled on the 218. I tried one of the string arts. This is an F18. I still have a lot of tuning to do here. This one I just kind of loaded a profile off Makerworld and honestly just let it print. Even in the Voron, I just used the PLA basic setting off of the Bambu printer and let it roll. And this is what I ended up with. I'm going to do some more fine tuning so I can learn the string art, but Too Good to Be Blue. It's an interesting color. It's cool. I like it. X1 Carbon we loaded up in our Hydra Pro, the Silky Sea Green, and the first print I left on the baseline settings, the PLA basic that Bambu offers, and we had some adhesion issues, which I kind of expected. I upped the bed temperature to 60 degrees Celsius and then did a reprint, and we ended up with a flat print. No issues moving forward. But the Silky Sea Green is a very vibrant color. I also printed a Mario warp pipe with those adjusted settings. Left the nozzle temperature the same and just did that 60 degrees Celsius for the build plate, a PEI build plate, the Bambu plate, and everything turned out nice and flat, no issues. I'll show you here and I'll show you up close. threads came out perfect. No issues with any overhangs or anything like that. Everything was nice and clean. This base for this pipe is Amethyst Violet. I printed this on the A1 Mini, also using the Bambu PLA basic settings. I did no changes on that, and this came out absolutely perfect. And it all fits together nice, so no issues. Speaking of that A1 Mini, I did a vase mode print. I did this in the Amethyst Purple. Very nice translucent color. This is the first translucent one I've actually worked with, so I was interested to see how that would turn out. And yeah, this is a great color option. I printed a Lego brick, a little enlarged Lego brick here on the A1 Mini as well. Nice and flat, no adhesion issues. Layers turned out great. Even the top, no over extrusion or anything like that, which obviously is more of a printer setting. But I didn't have to fool around with anything to make this thing print great, which is always nice when you've got some new filament that you're using. I printed a speed benchy as well, 16 minute benchy. 16 seconds would be really fast, wouldn't it? This is a 16-minute benchy, and again, I just used that PLA basic setting. I didn't change the speed of the printer or anything like that. I just let the A1 Mini roll with its setting it had for that pre-programmed benchy, and no issues with stringing, no issues with layers. Overhangs look good. The bottom looks nice, the detail is there, yeah, I was really surprised that this translucent color printed as well as it did without really having any influence by me. These Bambu printers make things so easy to learn on for if you're interested in the printer to learn on. A1 Mini is a great beginner printer. Even the carbons, if you want to spend a little more, the P1P, P1PS, those are all great options. The last two things that I tested, Flamingo Sunset, this was done on the X1 Carbon. It turned out fantastic. Had a little bit of adhesion issues. It seemed to be, for the most part, 60 degrees Celsius was the winner for bed temperature, and that pretty much tuned that completely out. Once we set that temperature up a little bit, no issues. And this is a pretty neat color. It's a little bit of a translucent color, and it's very, very bright. It pops. It's got like that kind of hot pink hue to it. So the last thing that I printed was a lamp that I found on Makerworld. I did the base in the Flamingo Sunset. It turned out really well. That was printed with the X1 Carbon. And then the rocket itself was printed in Too Good to Be Blue. Nice color combination. These colors are really, really nice that Atomic Filament offers. They have a lot of cool selections, and looking forward to printing long term with some of their filaments. It's going to be nice. The Atomic Filament PLA printed like a dream. I didn't really have to do anything other than some adhesion setting changes, which was really just the bed temperature. I didn't have to adjust any flow rates. Everything just printed really, really nice. I am going to get into some more aggressive testing to see how fast I can print with it. But, you know, out of the box and into the printers, no issues. Highly recommend their PLA. They have a number of great options. They have some really cool color options as well. So check them out. Thank you so much for watching. Please like, subscribe, comment.